Ooh.
Not a meditation researcher. The project is actually something else. The project is to test a type of scientific explanation that has never been tried on the problem of consciousness. So most scientists, neuroscientists in the consciousness community, they think there's just one classical Hempel-Oppenheim reductive explanation scheme, and that's how scientific explanations work, but there's more there. And it's just in the opening endnote 1 in the Elephant, I have explained what a minimal model explanation is, where you try to understand a phenomenon by subtracting
Just
everything
out here grinding the
that
disc
is
golf,
not essential
the disc
or
golf
not
ladder.
necessary, which is in itself problematic.
Just
Maybe there
started.
is no essence.
We're finding
to
out what this guy's
consciousness.
doing.
And then the question was, okay, if we want
It's a researcher.
to start an
Just started. You came in
interdisciplinary
right at the right
research
time.
project with the guiding
I'm
question,
very interested
what
in
is the simplest form of conscious experience
what the fuck
in neurotypical human
is
beings?
the conscious experience.
What would be the candidate, the number one candidate?
So late night.
And for me, it was obvious
Letting your
that
mind
it would be
expand.
the experience of pure awareness and meditation
least.
as an entry point. But
I was going to play
the
some
final
marathon,
story
but my internet went
might
down
be
for like 2
completely
hours.
different. This might turn out to be false.
And my sleep
Maybe
schedule's
we
fucked,
have
so
little
here we are.
blips in non-REM sleep that we never remember. Or maybe future computational models tell us,
Good, very good.
no.
Servers went down though.
The simplest
for,
form
maintenance.
of phenomenality is
So I
actually
didn't
something
get
else.
the runs that I was looking for.
But then,
And then again, my
over
internet
the
went down
last
today. And
4 or
now
5 years,
I'm too
I've
tired to play
used this
marathon.
pure awareness
But
experience
not too
as
tired
an
for
entry
this.
point
Right in the
into the
zone for
question.
disc golf.
Yeah, I mean, my listeners might be familiar with this question to the extent that when I've tried to, figure out along with everyone else what consciousness
And I'm
might be,
almost
I
master
think
rank
the first
in
thing we need
this.
to do is clear up a confusion.
So
That when I
I've
say,
been meaning to
if you were
finish
looking
it.
for consciousness in another person or an animal,
Well, I say
what kind of
finish it,
stuff
it's
would you
harder
look
shit.
for?
You have
And
to
people
play
say,
fucking,
I'd look for
you can't slip
emotion, I'd look for
Everyone's pretty fucking
sensitivity
solid.
to pain, I'd look for things like that. And you kind of have to ask the question, but if I took you as a conscious person and I took away, say, your eyesight, you'd still be conscious. What if I took away your
Not in the water,
sentience, so you can't feel
no.
pain, but you're still aware, you're still conscious? And then I ask people, like, what if I took away your memory? What if, like, every instant
How you doing? What are
was
you doing? Are
like
you
the
just
first
getting
time
up?
you'd ever been aware? Already, we've got to a if you try to think what that would be like, it's really difficult. But it still seems to make sense to say that it would be conscious.
Absolutely.
So instantly we're starting to strip away these things which are often confused for what consciousness is, when they're actually just some of the things that
Yeah,
consciousness does.
Well, I play a
And
lot
so
in
the
real
question
life.
then becomes,
and
when you
since
strip
it's winter
all
in
of the
Canada
non-necessary
and,
stuff away,
snow's all
what
over
are you
the
left
ground.
with?
It's
And I suppose one problem with this is that
good
if
way
you
to
strip,
get my
in order to sort of experience this minimal
get it in,
conscious state,
get it
you
in
need to
without
strip
being
away
miserable and cold.
so many of those things.
7 a.m. on the way to work. Hell yeah.
Where do
hell
we
yeah.
turn to look
I mean, who
for,
knows?
like, where to
Well, yeah,
research
yeah,
this
that's true.
Very good.
experience?
Very
knows?
good.
Maybe I
You're
get a
getting
second
right
win
to the core
of
of the problem.
Get this
I mean,
coffee.
first
in
of
me.
all,
Ooh,
we
nice pie.
don't have conceptual
Nice pie.
criteria for minimality, but
Entertain
all the
you that way.
things you've just mentioned are actually
But
the
I think
functional
this is-
profile
I mean, this game is
of
like
phenomenal
relaxing as fuck to
processing,
me. So I
memory,
figured maybe there's some sleepy
and so
gamers
forth.
out there.
And then if there was a state, for instance, many of the subjects in my psychometric studies and in the qualitative analysis
IT
say
baby, let's go.
it's even timeless. There is no temporal experience in pure awareness. That is something that is counterintuitive in the sense
No way, that's
that you
inbound.
cannot simulate it.
That was wild.
You cannot
Sorry,
imagine it.
That was wild.
maybe it suits you ideologically, then you believe that. But the problem is we don't really know what we're talking about when we say, what would pure phenomenality
And that's out of bounds.
without any behavioral markers be?
Fuck.
I mean, it could have a sufficient neurocorrelate. There could be a physical side to it, but we don't know what that is. And that is why this is so interesting. How to approach this, how to approach something of which millennia of spiritual practitioners have said it's ineffable, where people say it cannot be remembered, as you mentioned, memory. It's just moment, from timeless moment to moment, if you follow the descriptions. How do you get at that? And now
yeah,
there are
I
a
gotta be
number of
losing you
very
now.
smart young people who are actually trying to get at it.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them
Yeah.
have the advantage of being committed practitioners of meditation themselves. Some of them know what an ego dissolution is because they have ample experience with psychedelics.
Sure.
You have to get through
But
that. You
still,
have to go through there.
I mean, we are both philosophers,
No.
Alex. I mean, the
It's better than missing it.
epistemology of
Barely.
reports of this type is, of course, a major problem.
Yes.
So I have presented a lot of reports from 57 countries, from way over 1,000 meditators, and analyzed them. But why should anybody believe these people? So the number one problem is what I have termed theory contamination. Most of them have some belief system. They're
hooked
Buddhists,
up.
or they're Christian mystics, they're Sufis. Most of them are, I think your
There's no way,
podcast
unless, like,
is
they're
called
really
Within
fucked up.
Reason.
That's right. Yeah.
Most of them are not exactly within reason, but they have these interesting
There's
states
a
of
fuck up.
consciousness.
Yeah.
So how do
hit the wall.
we, that's the problem, how do we deal
So deep.
in an intellectually honest way with these reports over the centuries and this interesting phenomenology?
Gives me a chance.
Because another extreme
when you play,
would
you're
be
playing. Oops, you're playing against
just
each
play the
individual person.
stupid analytical
So since I tied this
philosopher
guy,
who always
it's like I
says
saved
this is
myself a
all
loss.
meaningless,
I
full
took
of
2 hits
conceptual
from these 2 guys.
contradictions.
Yeah.
But
If you want to,
when you're
I
losing
think
that bet, I've been winning lately. I'm expert. Moving on up.
Raphael Millier,
But,
I can give you an example. What I think is the
how you
main
place out of
problem.
the crew of 4, the
So,
more points you get off each person.
I have, for 30 years, I've developed a theory about the human self-model in the brain, the self-model theory. And there's one layer in our self-model, which is the autobiographical self-model. You can attend to it. You can report about autobiographical memories you've had. Now, if people come along and say, as many psychonauts or meditators say, I have experienced a full ego dissolution, a state without MPS, a state without even minimal phenomenal selfhood. Every normal philosopher will immediately see that this is a kind of a fallacy, like a performative fallacy or something. How should you be able to report about a conscious experience where you were not there and report it as a part of your own life?
Yeah. Right.
Something is conceptually wrong there,
Yeah.
you know,
Didn't
and
hit the
will
rock.
raise all alarm bells.
Yes.
Proper philosophers from the university. So one question is, if there was something
I
like
took a 6.
MPE, or if there was something
That's
like,
minimal
phenomenal
phenomenal
experience.
experience as opposed to self experience.
yeah, if there was a perspectival experience, I talk of a 0-person perspective, like phenomenology that is not a first-person state.
Mm-hmm.
How should anybody remember this?
Yeah.
Maybe you have had this a lot. Maybe you're enlightened or selfless multiple times. You have episodes at night.
No,
Why should you be able to tell us?
I've never experienced an ego death to my
Yeah,
shame.
of course, you
People-
cannot.
yeah, I suppose that's tautologically true. But you're right. That people do report this. And so, okay, so here's the weird thing is that
Yo.
we've got this conceptually really
What the
difficult
fuck?
thing.
My internet
And
just
yet,
fucking
even the
crashed.
most sort of hardline, sort of skeptical type person will probably look at these people and they'll go, look, that's all nonsense. But of course, I don't deny that they they experienced something. I don't deny that they had some kind of illusory, experience. They were on drugs, blah, blah, blah. But that was probably explained by
I've never
something
had
else.
that happen
But
before.
even for that person, when they say, well, I'm sure that they
hope that
felt like
wasn't
they
me
experienced
saying.
something. Question is, what is the thing that they
That's meant to be a
experienced?
great hole. Great
Having
game.
said that, when we start talking about meditation, reporting, and loss of the self,
couple
and
of times.
zero-person
times.
perspective type stuff, people's alarm bells might start going. This is
It's,
a bit sort of new
It's serious
agey, a
stuff.
bit
Yeah,
It's
wishy-washy,
serious
a
stuff,
bit
and
kind of
I'm
like
glad to
Deepak
kind of have
Chopra,
had the mind that I do have.
So
to,
maybe you can
have
just
a-
say a few
I wouldn't
words
say
to
overcome
console
it.
anybody
I'm
who
very
might think that we're
thankful
kind
for
of beginning to go down
experiences.
that route.
Well,
But
we
yeah.
have to be as
It's-
sober and as critical as we
I
can.
will say I don't think I
but we
don't
also,
know.
I think the English word would be to feign
If
ignorance.
most people that I
Right.
know very
play
well would
as
be able
if
to
you're
handle something
dumb.
like that.
And of course, a lot of academic philosophy in disregarding altered states of consciousness has done this over decades. Not taking something serious
Mostly, yeah.
that might be
Interesting
theoretically
times,
very
interesting
relevant
times.
just because the
But yeah, I mean,
reports
it
are
is kind of
somehow
the source
murky
of
or don't
my
live up to the
extreme
standards of
fascination
analytical
with the subject.
philosophers of mind. If you're really interested in the growth of knowledge, in epistemic gain,
Although mine wasn't
you
like
have
a
to go
any
there.
kind of single
And
event,
you have to make
like
your
a
hands
DMT trip or
dirty.
something like that. It was
and
more over
because
a
I'm absolutely sure there is something
long
very
period of
relevant
time
there. There's
of
something absolutely
change
theoretically
and
relevant there. Else I wouldn't do this.
isolation in a way.
But then, I mean, we have had
then, like,
subjects,
I don't know, all
participants
sorts of
in
things,
our
lack of sleep,
studies who
yada, yada.
deliberately say, "I don't want to fill in this
Long walks,
survey, this
in
question
the middle of this, long walks
This-
at night in the dark.
who
It's
just
like,
walk away with a very, with a smile and say, "It's good that you do this, but it's pointless."
yeah, I
to
feel like
cognitively,
I've been
intellectually,
reborn like 4
theoretically
different times at
approach
this
this.
point.
You miss everything.
Oh, so these aren't
For
people
the-
who
for
are
the
going
better.
like, oh, this is all
Ah,
nonsense.
I mean-
These are
No,
people
they
who
do
are going,
think-
this
in my
cannot
opinion,
be
for the better.
captured in analytical or questionnaire form.
For instance, in Buddhism, there is this beautiful term of noble silence.
Oh shit!
And there are people.
But really,
choose
really
noble
unwrapping the
silence.
veil
And
to the
often,
world.
I have the feeling, I'm a long-term
It's
practitioner.
not. I don't think it's for everybody.
I have
I don't think it's for
meditated
everybody,
twice
but
a
it
day
was
for
absolutely for me.
49 years
Yep,
now.
all part of
to
the
India
journey.
and all the usual crap.
Yep,
and
yep.
I have the feeling I could ruin something also in my own life, and maybe I have to stop this kind of research.
First time will basically
because it contaminates my
make
practice
or break somebody. If you do it one time,
and
then
there
you become
are
very
very
comfortable with
sensitive
it.
people
I mean, once
who would be
you've
interesting
done it
subjects
once,
and
it's like
participants and say, no,
it
no,
kind of
it's
shatters all
fine.
the
You
veils,
can be
right? It shatters
philosophers,
all
you
the
can be
veils, so you
exclusively
could
scientists,
go
do
again
that.
and you're fine.
Um,
You call it fine. You're
but you
different,
will
but you're
always
fine.
miss.
But I think
what
it
is really
absolutely
relevant
shatters some
about
people,
all this.
and I mean,
So you have these people, right?
I
so,
mean,
but
they
of
could do it
course,
once,
there,
do it
I mean,
twice, do
there
it 3
are
times. I mean, they're
neurocorrelates. There
pretty
are
shaken
people
up.
who doing the most interesting research. Let me just give you an example. Christopher Timmerman from UCL here in London. I created 2 prizes, two 20,000 euro prizes.
It's kind of weird.
for
It's not like
the
you
neuroscience
walk
of
around
pure
knowing
awareness
like
and
you know more than
computational
anyone, or like you're better or
phenomenology of
anything
pure
like that.
awareness.
But just like
And
holy
he
shit.
won the
It does make it hard
2025
to
prize by getting somebody who was 17
word,
years on retreat.
It definitely makes
And
it hard to
everybody who
relate
has
to a
been
certain
10
type of
days
person
on
who
retreat
like can't
knows
even really
what that means.
even.
Into London, and then
how do you say?
shoot them behind Alpha Centauri with 5-methoxy-DMT in 2 different doses.
They can't even pretend to
and let
begin
them
to understand. You know what I
compare
mean, they can't even
their
grasp the
pure
concept.
awareness experience.
What's up, Mathis? How you doing?
With
How you doing?
this molecule that some people think is the ultimate psychedelic, and then make a fine-grade phenomenological comparison. That is all very interesting. That's progress.
It does
know,
make me
and,
wonder how is it possible to
People
become like
try lots of
go through a
interesting
full
things.
life without having
So
one.
I
And you know,
think
you're like
there will
80
be
years
something
old or
that is
something, and
always
it's like you're still
ineffable that you can't touch.
kind of the same old you,
but a
with the
lot
same
of
old
progress can still be
with thoughts
made.
and beliefs and mindset. You know what I mean?
And
It's like
maybe in an ideal world, We could even crack the problem
like in a way,
of consciousness through a minimal model.
Like on one hand, it's
through
like
through some
to
mathematical
go through life
model
that way would be much more simple, and
that
you know,
is
and like
conceptually
less.
much more precise.
No, I
than
don't want to say
natural
less
language
distressing
descriptions
because they
could
get
ever
distressed
be.
about much simpler things.
But actually
Whoops.
tells us what a full absorption episode
It's
of pure
interesting,
awareness
and
would be.
you're
That
never
is an
gonna be able to have it
episode
both ways.
where
You
there's
know what I mean? I'm
nothing
glad to be in the
else,
position that I'm at now.
but the
I feel very
content of
much in
awareness is
control of
awareness
everything.
itself.
And
then
by
you have
everything,
your
I mean,
philosophical can of worms.
you know, your reaction.
You know?
And
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, the
What a
question
the
it's
pole,
become
baby, tapping
increasingly
it.
obvious to me.
Um,
We just spoke
but
about
just,
this
we're
before
just more
we
in
started
control of your
rolling.
emotions and your thoughts
My
and your
Relatively recent
whatever
interest in
beliefs
consciousness,
and
trying to
how
understand
you-
what it's all
how you
about. It's
interact with
become
everything around you.
obvious to me that people
definitely
are
think it's
often
a
just talking
better,
about the
but
wrong thing.
more
Yes.
complex,
You know,
I guess.
I was recently on a panel
Maybe
where
slightly
there
more
were some
lonely,
neuroscientists
slightly
and they had
more
me there for
lonely in a
some
way,
reason,
because like I
which
said before,
I
it
found,
is harder to
I found to be complimentary, but also
relate
quite
to
bizarre.
people who
But I think they wanted
you know,
the sort
don't
of
really think the same
non-scientist
way or have the same
perspective,
perspective.
and they were asking about
Not
consciousness
that
and
there
whether you
is
can
like
see
any single
consciousness in
certain
the brain.
perspective, but
And one by one, these scientists, they started talking
you know,
about
most
neural
people get
activity.
wrapped up in their
They started talking
beliefs
about,
and,
instances of
um,
psychosis and how interestingly, the brain
beliefs
activity can be
and,
different if somebody is having a
biases
hallucination
and
versus really seeing
experiences,
something,
and
even
like
though they
that
feel the
becomes their
same.
truth.
That's really interesting.
Versus like sitting
One of
back
them
and
even
being
said,
like, yo,
well, and
like
Elspeth,
your
my friend, said we should kind of
perspective
like
is
shelve the
reality.
question of like the
Perspective is fucking
experience and
reality,
talk about the brain
and
science.
You can't,
And I kind of want to say
to someone who
there's nothing wrong with that.
can't comprehend.
If you want to
that
talk about those
thought,
things,
like
then
they think they
excellent,
can,
awesome,
but
it can
they
take us
can't
very
truly
far.
comprehend that.
We're here to talk about consciousness.
It makes it hard. It
And if
makes
you
it
want to know
hard to
what
talk about
consciousness
anything
is, you have to
because
strip
you just
away
feel
all
like
of
you're
those things
always
and get to the thing that everybody at the beginning of this panel agreed that consciousness
kind of
is,
looking
which
after
is the
their
sort
thoughts
of
and emotions
what
and
it's
having,
like
having
to be.
to
It's the
kind of take the brunt
phenomenological
of that, if that
aspect
makes
of it.
sense.
And so,
Yeah,
in sort
for
of
sure.
pursuit
For sure.
of finding that like nugget of,
That's true, exactly.
foundational
Life is-
pure
I mean, yeah.
consciousness in this
Life is
complex
really,
abyss
at the end of
of
the day, all you
emotions
really do
and
have is your
memories
own
and selfhood and stuff.
consciousness.
We're trying to seek that
and
nugget.
You kind of have to
We start with a bunch of people who claim
as much as you think anybody
that
around
they've
you,
experienced
like,
something a
you
bit
know,
like
you're
that,
in it
and you've
together, whatever, you
taken
both
what, like
understand the same thing
1,000
the
of
same
them and
way.
given them all
You
this
don't.
kind of questionnaire.
Every person has
What was
their
that
own
questionnaire
personal
like? What kind of things were you
feelings
asking
and
them about?
emotions.
We'll
and
get back to the
whatever,
show
onto
in just a
whatever the
moment,
fuck
but
you guys relate
first,
about,
if you're
right?
anything like
be it
me,
like
then
an
getting the
inside
right kind of
joke or be it
food
like
in your diet can
politics
be
or
a
whatever.
little bit difficult. And when
Like,
I'm struggling to
you
get
think-
the right
you think
kinds
you're
of
talking about the exact
vitamins
same
and
thing, but you're
minerals and
not.
things in my
You're not.
diet,
There's
it's today's
so many
sponsor,
different
Huel,
intricacies
that comes to the rescue.
that
That's
each person is
Huel.
adding
This black
onto
edition
their
is a
own
complete
ideas in their
meal.
own heads
400
that is not
calories,
ever gonna be
35 grams
completely
of vegan
related in the
protein,
same way.
26
Or that
vitamins
they're
and
never going
minerals.
to
It's
completely
high protein, low sugar,
relay
and low cost,
to the other
coming
person.
in
And
at
even
only a
if they
few
do their
dollars per
best,
meal.
it's
This
never
one's
gonna
the
be
chocolate
truly
flavor, which
understood.
is my favorite, but it
It's
also
never
comes
gonna
in
be truly
iced
understood.
latte like this one.
What's
It
up,
comes
Theory?
in
How you doing?
strawberry banana. It
How you
comes
doing,
in
brother?
chocolate, peanut
Have
butter,
a little late
all
night
kinds of flavors. So there'll be something to your taste.
Late
And
night,
if you go to huel.com/Alex
golf and chill, know
O'Connor
what I'm
and
saying?
use the code Alex O'Connor at checkout, as a new customer, you'll also get 15% off your first purchase. So use my link. Let them know that I sent you.
Chillin',
And with that
big
said,
chillin'.
let's get back to the show.
Well, it's online. The
listen,
optimized
is that-
version is
what I get,
online.
five?
There's
Oh,
also
third.
a free paper with a psychometric study we did.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I wasn't quite. We've been talking now, and I wasn't even listening anyways. I might have turned it up too loud. Well, I turned it up a little bit louder before anyone was in here. You know what I mean? But yeah, now it's probably hard to. Yeah, I mean, Mister was here, and Mister could understand. Hey, you're in the right spot for that. There, you're in the right spot for that. We're just having a little talk on perspective and ego deaths and the such, while I absolutely crank out these games. But although I came third twice in a row, and I intend to be winning. Feeling great. Feeling always. The thing is, feeling amazing. That kind of goes in. It kind of, the saying happiness is a choice sounds like such a trope when you're younger, but like once you get it, it's like, oh no, it actually fucking is. It actually is. But that's you have to have that world shattering, I don't know, event or, month or whatever the fuck it is. And then it's like, okay, you can literally formulate like quite literally any feeling at any given time and the reaction or reaction to any moment in time is completely within your control. So tired, awake, hungry, not hungry, I'm always big chillin'. That you can be sure of. That you can be sure of. Especially when I'm throwing birds like that. Ooh. Oh my god. If absolutely. Absolutely. It's all there. All there. And we were dabbling into, and like to some from the outside, well, you're gonna understand this. How like but to someone who hasn't had that experience, like that like level of knowing is like intrinsically will bring like an added amount of loneliness, but it also brings like an added amount of perspective to where you actually are never ever lonely again, because of that perspective. It like kind of shatters the idea of loneliness once like you understand it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, you have friends and family and stuff, and they can all know you. And I mean, this is saying that it's like you can't talk to anyone. Everything is not real, but everything is kind of to an extent a fabrication of your own mind, and everybody has their own fabrication of it. So then once you realize that, it kind of becomes what am I trying to say? Once you realize that, you just kind of literally can quite literally navigate through life with or without anybody. With people is better. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, absolutely. I will say ever since I very much enjoy my alone time, like so much. And I'm not an introvert. Probably anyone who knows me probably knows that I'm more extroverted than introverted. But I actually, like, in reality, I don't really think it like applies to me, and I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but I can get in the zone either which way, with people, without people. Maybe if I'm tired. The thing is that when I'm like really tired, I might be less inclined to want to converse with people, because I always feel like with that idea and among others, like I just feel like I'm more so looking after their thoughts and feelings and stuff, because they are going to be more reactive and kind of more reactive and sensitive to any given thing that we're speaking about. Like it's tough for a lot of people to separate themselves from any given idea. Like for me, I can separate myself from literally any idea in the whole world and have a total conversation about it, complete and utter one, and absolutely take zero hurt or whatever from, like, how you like say something about something and you're talking like quite generally, but that somebody has like a personal incident with that, like I don't know, you name it, like a disease or like a type of politics or something like that. Like it's just quite literally harder and harder and harder and harder to find people that can like just, can we separate our own biases and thoughts and emotion from that idea? And I mean, can we please try to like keep it to ideas? And I'm not saying that it has to be like that all the time. People are allowed to have emotions and thoughts and feelings and yada yada yada. But it's like literally that ability does not exist in people anymore. Well, I say anymore. I don't know if it ever did, right? Now people who have had, ego deaths and stuff like that, it's like, oh yeah, okay, no, we can talk deep and go deep, yada yada yada. But man, it's tough, and unless you have like but the thing is, even if you do have a really good solid knit group of friends that are like that, it's like still not enough. Because you still want like more perspective and more conversations from other people's experiences, but they become harder and harder and harder to come by. And then you do, and at the same time, there are people who have gone too far, and it's not that they've lost their mind. It's just like, oh fuck, okay, so now you're now tied too much to reality, where you're kind of a little too in the ether. We gotta like meet somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Like they've completely given up all aspects of reality, material reality. It's like this is the world that we live in, though. So we still have to kind of tread this line in order, in order to relate. Yeah, yeah. Well, man, yeah, absolutely. Let people, yeah, struggle to have a discussion with anything that questions what they have come to see as reality or their beliefs. It all means defense. Yeah, absolutely. Don't feel like we don't like feeling like, and that like, and I don't. I bet you. I would bet you guys agree. Like I am completely fine. Like I want to know what's going on, but it doesn't make me uncomfortable to not know. You know what I mean? It'd be like I'm so fucking comfortable being like not knowing, but also it's like okay, that's the first step. That's not amazing. That's only the first step. Once you're comfortable not knowing, now we can fucking talk about it finally. But yeah, no, the defense mechanism, like people like to me, like it never made sense to be afraid of death. To me, even when I was a fucking baby, man. It's just like, okay, do you remember what it was like before you were born? If that is how it is, like I'm far more spiritual than anything else now, and that's more of um, a recent wrinkle in my I don't know, belief system, I suppose. But even if there was nothing, it'd be like, what did you do for all the billions and millions of years before you're born? Oh, nothing. You don't remember? You just literally didn't exist. Same deal. Same deal. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that you're okay, that you're fine just throwing it all away at the same time. Like this is a great experience and unique experience, but we don't know what's on the other side. But I just being that fear never quite struck me as sensible, and yet everybody has it, and they hang on. Then they hang on to that. Yeah, that defense mechanism that you talk about so tightly that it just fucking makes them insufferable sometimes. You know what I mean? Dying is like falling asleep and never waking up. Being born is waking up, having never fall asleep. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Precisely. Precisely. But then yeah, then sorry, and yeah, and then I bring that up to get to your point of where this sense of fear that everybody has is really like comes from. I guess just the unknown, but I mean, to me, the unknown is the only thing that's really interesting in the whole fucking world. That's the only thing that's interesting. Boom, there we go. We got our points back. 9863. Alan Watts. Alan Watts is a motherfucker. What a guy. I mean, fuck me. Yeah, no, Alan Watts is like the best shit. The best shit ever. Um, but yeah, like I don't know, within the last like 5 years or so, as you get older, I'm 32 now. I don't know how old you guys are. But I'm sure, like just not everybody, and not everybody, and but also everybody to much different extents. It's like talk, you see people less and less and less, and you see them again, and then you catch up, and every time you kind of meet people, they've either stayed very much the exact same, or they've changed a lot, or whatever, or anywhere in between, I suppose you could even say. But like I feel like I've done so much personal growth and work, and theorizing and introspection. And then I speak to some people, it's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, nobody has done, it feels like nobody has done any at all, really. Not seriously. And I mean, I have had the benefit of, having, a lot of free time to myself to think. And I guess that's I don't call myself a philosopher, but I do make the connection. It's like, okay, well, people who, tend to have a lot of free time, or tend to have a lot of time to themselves, they spend a lot of time thinking. And it's just like, holy shit, I feel like I've spent like 10 times the amount of time thinking than most people, in it, that at my age, that I've known for, my whole life, or at least that I made a connection to. An X amount of years, it doesn't matter how long I've known them for, just in any X amount of time, I feel like I've done so much more introspection and thinking than like basically anyone else. to the point where like they don't even have an opinion about these things. It's like fuck, like you're like they're still in it. It's like shit, you're still in the thick of life. You know what I mean? Like it's still like life's still like middle school for them. And it's not a good or bad thing. Like I mean, like because in a way I'm envious, right? Because I mean it kind of makes life simple. You know what I mean? Getting through life, whatever, A to B, you know, food, shelter, your friends, family, yada yada, bed, sleep. But like in the back of my head, at like 24/7, it's like, you know, what is this? What is that? Why does that affect me like this? Why does that affect me like that? Should that affect me? Yada yada. Like I mean, not like, you know, it's like it's just a 24-hour like 24-hour a day, like just it's just theories and noting things that you know bothered me or didn't bother me, or things that I like or didn't like. It's like, why did I like that? Why didn't I like that? What was similar to this? Or do these two things have any similarities? And it's like, oh shit, nobody else is doing that. They just like or don't like, yes or no, up or down, deal or no deal. And again, I'm envious in a way because it's like much simpler, much simpler. Down back me in the moment here and there. Yes, that's absolutely true. Yes, and then in the end, yes, absolutely. That's what you said is bang on the nail. In the end, you do come to realize, or you should come to realize, that like being in the moment is like the penultimate thing in life, right? Like you can't live it. And yeah, if I were to continue through with that process, it's all I'm not. Not stuck in there. You do come to realize it's like, okay, all you do have is any given moment. So then and it's like so if it all comes around to the same place anyways. Either you realize it, either you went through the journey and then you come out at the end being like it's only about any given moment, or you've never had the journey at all and you're just by default living in in every given moment. It's interesting stuff. Very much so, very much so. But that being said, if you haven't been through the journey and you're stuck in a miserable fucking, what do you call it? You're stuck in a miserable cycle. That's when it's scary. Like if you're having a, you know, if you're loving life and whatever, and you know you don't think about any of this stuff and you're totally well and good, fucking all power to you. You know what I mean? Like I mean that maybe that I'm envious of. You know what I mean? Because I don't mean to say that like I never, whatever, you don't like good and bad days still. You can be aware of all this and have a good and bad day still. And you know, some days it's easier to whatever, keep the motor running or whatnot. And some days you just versus feeling shit. I mean, you could be physically low energy mostly. Mostly the mental, my mental side is tied to my physical side. If I'm physically exhausted, then my mental state is going to be a little haywire. But if I feel physically good, and I have, I mean, fuck, I could go forever. Like that, I mean, as I've gotten older, it's like, okay, I need to find, because I was very active when I was a kid. I played a lot of video games, but I played hockey, soccer, whatever, all throughout till I was like 18. And then as I stopped being active, it's like, okay, my mental health started going down the drain. And I was like, okay, well, I have a very addictive personality. And like I hate like regimented shit, like, you know, going to the gym every day, 6 days a week or whatever. Even 3 days a week was hard. Sometimes 3 days a week would be harder than 5 days a week because you get like the space in between. It's like, oh, rest day versus no rest day, but whatever, yada yada. So I'm like, I need to find something that I like fucking love, that I just want to go do to stay active. And I found it in disc golf. Now it wasn't like quite like I'm gonna go try disc golf to stay active. Like it happened to come about me, but the way that it did was like so perfectly in my journey that now I know I'm gonna be in great shape for the rest of my life, because I'll go walk fucking 50K a week just fucking chucking these fucking frisbees with all the friends that I make doing it. Yeah, it is. It did. Absolutely, it's moving towards disc golf. And it's like bang on. Damn, that's my shit right there. It was love at first sight. And my best friend actually well, it was funny because a lot of guys that I met through League of Legends, like fucking more than a decade ago, that they were always talking about it. I was always like kind of interested. This is like kind of before I had these thoughts about I need to find a way to stay physically active that isn't jarring. Where I'm not like, oh, okay, gotta do this every day. I mean, because my goal in life is to, and it's kind of part of the reason why I've turned on a stream. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but my goal in life is to streamline a life in such a way where I can just live my life the way that I do, and be able to continue doing it and doing the things that I like, rather than, not to talk down on 9 to 5s and people, you need to fucking work. I happen to be in a situation where I have enough time, or where I have some time, and the means to, fucking fuck around and go for it. But anyways, that's the kind of the bigger picture. At the end, my life goal is for me to be able to live my life exactly the way that I would anyways, and be able to do it that way. Right? So like I would just fucking found my thing that I like doing is physically active, and it will fucking keep my brain and body perfect. Yada yada. Yep, exactly. Yep. Oh man. It scratches your competitive nature. It has to improve at something. The thing is, like, I've met so many. I'm starting to get competitive, right? Like, I'm playing tournaments and stuff like that. I'm not the best in the world yet. I started kind of late. I started like 2 years ago, but I've gotten very good. But I by no means like pro level. But I grew up playing video games like very competitively. I know how to get good at something. I know how to lose. I know how to I know how to win and improve at something, and I know how to lose because I've played every fucking game in the book. Well, until like fucking League of Legends or World of Warcraft came out. Well, no, never mind. I mean, that's less older. Even since then, I played, maybe not in the last like 4 years. I kind of stagnated on the hot new competitive releases. But anyways, other people I meet on the course who care very much about like being good or whatever. They want to get better. They want to win, especially. And this generally trend is an older age trending thing. Like people late 30s, early 40s, 50s. They don't know how to lose. They don't know how to improve. They get so upset. It's like and it's like, I'm out here. Yeah, I'll play a match with you, but every single one of my shots, I'm literally in my own head. I'm right here. We're out here having a good time hanging out. Yeah, we're matching our scores against each other, but like I'm analyzing every one of my shots. If I throw bad, like I'm not upset. It's like, okay, I fucked it. What did I do wrong there? Okay, good. And then you have these guys out there who are just like losing their fucking minds. And it's like they're like children and they're getting into fights. I almost had a dude. I had a dude like not run at me, like he was like charging at me because okay, I got a little bit. It's a long story, but he was the slowest player in the world, and these guys had these fucking they were the slowest player. They was like, okay, the two of the slowest players in the world, and they talked way too much, and this is like a weekly league I was in, and they were on top of talking and taking fucking forever. Once it came to like putting, it's like, you're supposed to. It's kind of supposed to be the furthest person away is supposed to putt out first. The real rule is, as long as you're not impeding like the play, the pace of the play, that you can putt out whenever you want. And these guys were just fucking, after talking forever, it takes us like 3 hours to get through a course that should take us an hour. I'm like, guys, we could be playing like 4 times the amount of games if we just like, talk. You can talk, but talk and throw. And the switchback and whatever, yada yada yada. And then so when it comes to putting, we've been out there for hours, like on this one round, and it came to putting, and these guys are like, they're trying to be nice. It's like, oh, you can go. And keep in mind, these aren't just like some, guys out there having a good time. Like they're being very competitive, but they're taking forever. I'm like, guys, just fucking. Like the guy who's the further putter away told the other guy who's closer that he could putt first, and so the other guy that was standing back for the first guy to putt walked up and putt and whatever. I'm just like, guys, just putt the fucking thing. Like, there are rules for a reason, please. And I didn't yell. Like I probably said exactly like that, like sternly annoyed because it took so long. And this guy gets red in the fucking. Oh no, I'm sorry. And then on the next hole, we all four of us threw. This is like a big group. Like there was like four in our group, and there's two other groups of four. So then we play weekly. And then the next one, all four of us's putters were like the exact same distance away from the basket. And I'm like, okay, here we go. What do we say? Oh no, okay. And then yeah, everyone was bickering on the way up, and then the one dude who was like the main culprit was like, "Okay, guys, come on. Can we just we're all here to have a good time. Let's throw and let's go." I'm like, "Absolutely. Thank you." And then as far as like problem solved. And then we all throw our four frisbees. They're all four the exact same distance away. So it's like you can't really. There's no telling who putts first. And I'm like, here we go. I said that because he looked at me. I'm like, oh, here we go. And then he gets and then he didn't say anything to me, but he turned to the other guy and he's like red in the fucking face. This guy's like, I don't know, 45 or 46 years old. 45 or 60 years old. And I'm like, and then I had enough, and I was like, okay, Melee, you know what my... Oh, I shouldn't say his name. I said, do you know what my fucking problem is with you? He's like, what? I'm like, 5 seconds ago, you said, hey, can we just chill out and have a good time? And you're all... Now you're fucking red in the fucking face mad at me. And then he started walking towards me, and he would have thrown down. If I would have stepped up, like, if I would have walked forward, I would have been in a fight. And I picked up my shit and left. I'm like, all right, bro, you're a loser. And I left. Very, very, very long-winded story. Very long-winded story. But I was saying, like, this is going on, people, like, not being introspective or learning or whatever, becoming adults, just maturing. All maturing fucking means is realizing that it's all kind of bullshit in the end. There's no reason to fight. There's no reason to whatever. And this guy, I'm meeting all these guys on the course. This is just one example, and probably like the biggest one. This is the only time someone ever wanted to fight me about it. But like, it's just like, fuck, you guys are children. You guys are children who have done zero introspection in your own life. Everything, all these guys' stories, it's all about what everybody else is doing to them. Everybody else is a fucking problem. It's like, no, dude, it's all on you. It's all on you. If any of these people are problems, you just get the fuck out of there. Which is what I did, by the way, like as soon as some fucking dude wanted to fight me about disc golf. But it's like these people don't have that in their system. They can't even comprehend that. They're walking NPCs. And I don't shame them for it. This isn't about looking down on them. You know what I mean? Jiu-jitsu and kickboxing, baby. Yep. I very much am a MMA fan. I got into it too late. If I would have started earlier, if I would have found it earlier, I would be doing it now. But at this point in my life, it's like I'm not about to. The thing is, if I were to train it, I would want to spar. Jiu-jitsu is possible, but even then, I still feel like you could have that one stupid fucking macho dumbass who cranks too hard and fucks your shit up. And it's like, man, I'm just too old to take a hit like that. And I'm not trained, right? Like, so it's not like I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be able to, like, necessarily defend myself in every regard there, right? Like, I might get caught, and it might be against a fucking asshole who had a bad day. It might even be a nice guy who had a bad day. And they just fucking decide to take it out on me for a split second, and all of a sudden the rest of I'm changed for the rest of my life. Is it more of a, really? I mean, well, hurt your body, body your brain. So the number one thing I wouldn't want to hurt is my brain. But if I were to train striking, I would absolutely want to spar. I wouldn't be able to help myself from wanting to spar, right? Like that's the game. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way I'm gonna train this thing and not be like, all right, let's see what I got. Not because I want to beat anybody up, but it's like because it's like a fucking chess match. You know what I mean? It's a technique and it's a mind game. That's why I would want to do it. With jiu-jitsu though, I can believe that you're more likely, and also if you get into sparring, I don't care how late you're sparring. Either you definitely will have some sort, or you're very much kind of tempting fate. for some asshole to do some dumb shit that you're not expecting because you're sparring and you got him with a good one and it's mad or something. I 100% know that it's possible to go through this whole process even at my age and come out completely fine. It's just not worth the chance to me, even if the chance is 20%. I played hockey for 15 years. I've taken my share of head trauma, I believe. I know, but the thing is, you got to be able to go, I know, but it's like you can't trust that other guy 100% of the time. You can't trust that other guy unless it's like quite literally your best friend or something. You just can't. Maybe you can. I just would never be able to trust the other guy. Because the thing is, like, even if somebody did go too hard and hit me too hard, I would still have the empathy to not hit him back, which actually doesn't even make a difference in that ending calculation, right? Like, it doesn't matter what my reaction would be to it, whether or not I hit somebody else back for it or not, or even if I deserved it in the first place because I accidentally hit someone too hard, which, by the way, if I ever did hit someone too hard in sparring, it would be absolutely 100% an accident. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Because all you have is your own noggin. And by the way, like, I'm not making any judgment on you. It's just like, and I'm too old to start doing it now, I feel like. Yeah, you get mad, brother. Let's take a break. But you're kind of chancing that they listen to that, right? You can say that, but you're still chancing that you're working with the guy who didn't just fucking lose his mind for a second. That an otherwise regular, like, normal dude, or relatively. Oh, an MCL. Yeah. That's right. My best bud actually had that during COVID, which was kind of fucked because it was during COVID and, like, it was hard to get anywhere, and he lucked out and got a great like the best surgeon in the area somehow on short notice. Well, short notice. It was like a year. Oh, what's up, Jack Wills? Hey, you can share my stream wherever you want, brother. You don't need my attention for that, even though he said that how long ago? 3 minutes ago. What's up? What's up, bot? Yeah, okay, and then, yeah, so I'm assuming the MCL, well, you could have got the MCL from either. Was that from sparring or from jiu-jitsu or from rolling? Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not necessarily, I mean, though it is included, but I'm not necessarily talking about a guy absolutely just going, like, ballistic. Just even, just one. You know what I mean? I can't, like, you get them with a good one, like a real stiff one, and when you're on the receiving end of it, I can imagine, I haven't been punched that many times in my life, but I can imagine that you get hit with, like, a nice hard stiff jab or something where it really rings your bell and you kind of don't really remember what happened. And I know it doesn't have to be that hard to do that, right? Just right in the right spot, whatever, and you couldn't even mean to do it, right? Like, maybe he ducked it, like an inch more than you thought he was, and you really fucking rung him good, and he's like, you just rocked the fuck out of me. You know what I mean? Not that it's gonna happen all the time, but all it takes is one. And that's why I don't do it. I would love to otherwise. Oh my god, hola. Heel hook. Oh my god. Fuck me, a heel. Are heel hooks, like, relatively frowned upon in, like, sparring, like rolling in general? Well, I mean, not like a serious competition, of course not, but, like, we're just, like, rolling sparring. Aren't heel hooks kind of fucking, like, you're being a dickhead? Because that can happen so easily. Like knee attacks, leg attacks, like, yeah, fuck me. And I by the way, I don't know the rules. Sorry, I kind of know the rules, but I don't know the gym etiquette at all. My experience with the jiu-jitsu and even sparring gym etiquette is like watching MMA and Joe Rogan. and like fucking. I mean that's basically it. And like other various MMA shows back in the day. I've kind of stopped paying attention. It started to get a little too pro wrestling for me, to be honest. Outside of the cage, I don't hate it. I'm sure I'll be back. I'm sure I'll be back. To watching. But goddamn, was it not in its prime from like GSP era to fucking. How did I stop watching? I think I stopped watching like basically when Pereira lost. From basically mid to end GSP era to when Pereira, I guess they call him Pereira, until Pereira lost his belt the first time. He might have it back. I actually haven't even looked at it in like months at this point. Who even are the champ, bro? I don't even know who the champs are at all. I think like Saryukian is one. I think Makhachev is still. Wait, what was Makhachev's like? I gotta see. Oh man, I gotta look up actually at some of these guys, but mostly just Makhachev. Oh wait, Volk still has featherweight, really? Peter Yan has bantamweight, really? Makhachev, no surprise there to me. Joshua Van, I don't know who that is. Oh shit, wait. Makhachev, oh, I'm sorry, that was pound for pound. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry, Makhachev's pound for pound #1. I see. Ilya Topuria, wait, Kazmat is champ right now. What? Where Kamzat? Kamzat? What is it? Oh my god. Wait, this is old. What the fuck? He's champions in fought since August. What is that? Bro. What the fuck? Oh. Dude. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not when Israel beat him the second time. Or the first time. Sorry. No, that was, yeah, when Israel, oh my god, that, yes. I mean, that might have been the most. Oh, I lost that one. Ooh, I lost that one kind of bad. I thought I wasn't paying attention, but I thought I was playing kind of well. Yeah. When Hamzat, yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I actually, you're right. It is Hamzat. I actually, I do know. Sometimes I get a little silly, especially when I haven't been paying attention. But wait, okay, how the fuck does he have the belt? He hasn't fought in a fucking year. I guess it's only like 6 months, but actually no, what is that? It's 9 months. Or sorry, no, it's not 9 months. It is 7 months. How did I miss this? It's a 5 round. Okay. I saw those two, but yeah, I was still paying attention here, kind of. Dude, Whitaker falling off is like sad as shit. I think Whitaker was my favorite fighter for a while, without putting my like a line in the sand. Like I fucking love I just love the way he fucking fought, the way that he held himself. He was such a good champ. Sorry to see him go. Yeah, 7 doesn't seem that far away. Okay, wait, but 7 doesn't seem that long, except for the fact that the one before wasn't since 2024. It's not that 1/7 month thing. It's that before that is the Usman fight in October. Like Champ's fighting once a year. It like ruined the sport for me, unless there's a serious injury in between. Like that's kind of why I stopped fighting, because guys would get the belt, wouldn't fight. They'd say, I want the next. I want a champ it. They're like, fuck me. Now, and don't get me wrong, these guys should get paid, and it's not their fault that they don't get paid nearly enough, by the way. It's not their fault, and they have every right, and they should try to get the bag while they can, because you don't get to do this for very long and very many times. So I'm not blaming it on the fighters. I'm more blaming it on the organizations for being scumbag fucks who don't want to pay their guys their dues. So that being so, I stopped watching, but it wasn't because of the fighters. They're just playing the game. They're playing the game. The fighters are fine. The fights are great. Whatever. But it was everything in between. When I'm a fan of something, I like being all encompassing. Dude, yeah, Israel was the fucking man when he was coming. I mean, he was the man the whole way. People called him cringe. I didn't give a fuck. I liked it. It's fine. It was fun. He was fun. Even the cringy shit was still fun. Especially, I mean, granted, it only really works while you're fucking people up. Yeah, it was. It absolutely was a movie. And like that's the thing. When you're winning, you can act however the fuck you want. It don't matter. It's all good. It's all cool. When you're champ, you do whatever the fuck you want. And it is absolutely true that anyone who thinks otherwise, they're just haters. Like that's 100% true. Like I'm sure you're the same way. Like I just like watching fucking the guy living the life, being champ of the world. You know, in any way they Sorry, 1 second. You know, they're just doing it their way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just let me see who's the best. What are they about? It could be weird or different or whatever. That's the fucking fun of it. That's the fun of it. I mean, absolutely. Especially like with his upbringing and stuff. Like it would have been like just a trip, just a trip. Like nobody's lived a life like that guy. But the same could be said with like fucking Ngannou too. I don't think Ngannou, like no one's lived a life like Ngannou. Okay, wait, this fucking I just realized how bright this fucking shit is. Wait, did it get reset? Oh, it did get reset there. There we go. Wait, how's this looking? Better. Sorry, my shit was getting weighted the fuck out. Ngannou's story is nuts, bro. Shit, why does this keep going out? Going to Sean fight, he was bored. Yeah. That's kind of true. Although Sean is like fucking, this is always like a racist dickhead saying the dumbest shit always. Like, yeah, yeah, you're correct that it's not like it wasn't a monument to like holy fuck best on best. Even though fucking people give Strickland enough credit, like Strickland is a motherfucker. I mean, he basically, I mean, he took the title with a fucking jab, with a jab and what's it called, a Philly shell. I mean, dude, it's actually wild that he did that. Um, but yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, I mean, but Strickland's just always a fucking racist dickbag that is kind of an easy guy to, want to beat the shit out, or to trick yourself into wanting to beat the shit out of at least. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, once Izzy beat um Pereira, that was basically a wrap for his career, right? Because I mean, they did have to do the next one too. They did have to do the next one, but I mean, he beat him, he got him back, whatever. It was still 2-1, but I mean, Izzy could have walked away after that. Honestly, he probably should have. If Izzy would have just walked away after beating Pereira, he'd be like, all right, great. That's fucking it. That's fucking it. Because Pereira still had fucking years in the tank. He was still scary as shit. I mean, Izzy was, I mean, it's not like Israel was younger or older. I think they were maybe Israel was like a couple of years older. But he should have walked away from that and sailed off into the sunset. Yeah, no, you're right. Because I mean, that was a crazy story though. Is it like Izzy gets knocked out in K1, leaves, goes to MMA, becomes the fucking motherfucker. He becomes the man. And then Pereira follows him, chases him up the ladder, and KOs him, fucking gets him again. But then Izzy gets him back. Yeah, no, I know, I agree. No, nothing would have topped that. Nothing would have topped. Oh shit. Oh, I gotta look out of bounds sometimes. But yeah, no, I mean, you're right. You're right. Nothing would have topped that fight. Or, would have been the same to get up out of bed for. Another true tragedy is that fucking Habib retired so early. I get why, and it's all good, but man, he still had it. He made the way for Makhachev, who's like the man. I mean, I guess you could say it's just a continuation of Habib's reign, but goddamn, did that guy have a certain type of tenacity that I don't know if we'll ever see again. Like Makhachev has it too, but his is very, he's much more inside his head. Yeah. Oh man, they always are. They always are. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can never just look at the records. Especially, I mean, I'm pretty sure in their first boxing fight too. I'm pretty sure Israel was beating the shit out of him. I could be mistaken. It's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure him knocking out Izzy was kind of like a holy shit moment. Like, I can't believe that just happened. Like, cause Izzy was winning the whole time. I mean, all their fights were close as fuck. It's not like it was just one. It's just fuck. Some days one guy fucking hits the button right at the right time. Oops. I keep fucking alt-tabbing out of this. I wish this had a windowed mode, but it doesn't. Yeah, -1 off the rip. Very good. What else out there? Fuck me. Oh, fuck me. I remember a pretty low point in I remember a fight that really started turning me off of MMA was that fucking Nick Diaz, when Nick Diaz came back and just looked like shit. And not only did he look like shit, but people said that he looked pretty good. And I was like, dude, I don't even remember who the fuck you fought. Or did he fight? You fought fucking, what's his nuts? The fucking, don't tell me. I know, I fucking see him. He's like BJ Penn, except not a tubby. Oh my god, he's a fucking legend. Oh my, how can I? Oh, it's disrespectful. Oh my, I'm not looking at chat until I remember this. This is stupid. Oh my god. Excuse me, it's 6 in the morning. I do look like a frisbee guy, do I? Well, I started out as a hockey guy. Hey, yes sir, yes sir. Out of what? As a hockey guy who's smart enough and said, "Hey, I've had too many concussions. Time to find a new less destructive love." Fucking, it starts. I'm pretty sure his name starts with a fucking L. I keep wanting to say Corey. It's not Corey. It's not fucking. It's not, absolutely not Corey. Mid-type, by the way. Oh yeah, I believed it. Well, actually, in my head, I thought you already had it typed. I didn't see you type it. Okay, Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. God damn it, dude. Yeah, the Nick Diaz Robbie Lawler fight really kind of took some wind out of my sail. I don't know how they let Nick fight again. Well, I do know, because it made a shitload of money and everybody wanted it. But if the UFC were to have any sense of fucking respect, they would have taken one look at him. I don't know who does their looking out, but I imagine if you're gonna fucking bring like a 40-year-old dude back, someone's got to check him out a little bit. And like, someone should have said fuck no. And the fact that nobody said fuck no to Nick Diaz fighting, even though, like, whatever, he made it out alive, but fuck me, was it ever sloppy? Fuck me, was it ever sloppy? And I was like, okay, this is getting stupid. It truly is just about the money now for the organization. Yeah, I mean, say they're helping Nick out all they want, but fuck, I don't know if it did. I mean, he was already fucked in the head. Love him to death. I mean, it's kind of one of the reasons why it's so upsetting, because I fucking love Nick. Everyone loves Nick Diaz. Well, I mean, both of them obviously, but it's just like, fuck me, he should never have been allowed to fight again. But there's been multiple of those too, and it doesn't matter if the fighters want it at that point. If you ask me, There's got to be some form of fucking concern for well-being. Yeah, no, it's not it. That ain't it. I wanted to go around this. It'll be okay though, but it's gonna take an entire extra stroke. Oh, this is fucked. Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna try to crunch this right under. Ah. Oh, I wanted to hit the roof of that thing and knock me down the other side. I could have done that a different way. Let's tap it in. By the way, I am grinding for the top rank here. I am grinding for master. Oh, double bogey for that guy. What are we looking like here? Ooh, no, not with those pars and that bogey. As long as if I come third, it's whatever. If I come last, like twice in a row, I probably go to bed. But that shouldn't happen. Oh. Looking like an ace run for a second. What am I fucking up? I'm talking so much I'm barely thinking about my play, even though I'm playing, like, okay. I must be missing putts. Well, we got fucked by the, well, I'd say we got fucked. The servers went down, for maintenance, but we had a bit of a pop-off, being in the waiting room, being the marathon waiting room, so that was a good time. We looked through some, we figured out how to do, cryo chambers, because I hadn't looked at it yet, really. I'd done it a few times, but I didn't actually know what I was doing. You played after that? Well, I went in. By the time that came up, I was pretty tired. I did a couple. I just went until I lost my set. I think I made 2 games, and then I absentmindedly ran in with the thief fucking shit on, and I died like dumbly. And I'm like, that's it for me. And then, well, I was gonna play today, and then again, well, my internet went down well, it wasn't even my internet. It was, well, it was, yeah, no, it was my internet, but it was just my fucking what the fuck's it called? My IVP6 wasn't working. Like, my router was fucked for like 2 hours. So after Fall Guys, but my sleep schedule was so fucked that I didn't go to bed. And then when it finally did come back on, it was like I don't have the energy for marathon right now. So I wasn't even gonna turn my stream on. I was like, fuck it. I'm chilling out, playing this. Was listening to a YouTube video. Which is still right there, by the way. Wait, I should have turned that off a long time ago. Maybe there's someone out there also not sleeping that is down to chill. And here we are. It's been a lovely evening, boys. No, yeah, cryo, you need 5K minimum, which isn't much. Fuck. That was third again. Have I only been... Oh, no. Okay. I haven't been playing fine. I've been stagnating. Once you get to the... Even before, like, if you get to, like, the top of gold, you're, like, in the top 250. So it doesn't take that. I think if I were to play 4 games and I won every single one, which is very doable, you know, not necessarily likely, but they're very doable. I'm top 250, and then we go from there. Yeah, Alberta. Alberta, baby. Shit. Hopefully make that gap. Oh my god. Oh, what a tip. What a tip. Very lucky. Hell yeah. Wait, okay, so what? You're east. You're east. I don't know Canada, or if you're in Canada, but far east. Ohio. I know that's Ohio. Fuck me. It's never worth going for the basket like that, to go out of bounds. Like, the proper play there is just to lay it up right under the basket and hit 3, because now I'm taking an extra stroke at least, if not 2 extra strokes, and that's not high level play. 2 extra strokes. That'll cost you. And it doesn't matter how much you win or lose by. It's either you beat the next guy or you don't. But we'll make it back. We'll be more thoughtful. North Carolina, sweet. Well, I'm about to go to bed, but I'm going to bed because you have a regular sleep schedule and I have a dog shit one. What do I want here? I'll send a backhand. Could get over. Ooh, that's either amazing or I'm in the water. I might be in the water. Man. Now I do kind of want to fucking go for them, but that'll do. I've been thinking. Well, yeah, I've definitely. I've been thinking. It's a no-brainer. What I should be doing is streaming starting late afternoon into the evening, and then into my regular Fall Guys gig, which is very fun. But for some reason, I just always fucking when I have the means, oh my god, put me down. When I have shit to do and places to be, I have no problem keeping the sleep or regular schedule. But when I got some time to myself, I always default into this stay up way too late schedule for some reason, and it's consistent all the same. But what I should be doing is streaming during the day and finishing off with Fall Guys instead of the opposite, starting with Fall Guys and finishing at fucking 6, 7, 8 a.m. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense for health. Doesn't make sense for business. But hey, one step at a time, boys. One step at a time. Ooh, real Sunty. Well, have you ever heard of the how the planetary alignments affect your sleep and the energy from the sun? In reality, we started this talk about consciousness and stuff. Right now, the Earth is getting absolutely fucking bombarded by crazy fucking energy flares from the sun, and our magnetic poles are switching, and people won't talk about it, but human beings are very susceptible to these energy changes that we can't see. And right now we are in the craziest fucking come back, baby, come back. No. Right now, we're in the middle of the craziest fucking energy extravaganza that humanity has ever seen. So it's not quite, there's so much more going on than just I drank enough water and got enough sleep. There's a lot of other shit that affects everybody very much. To the point where you'll find on days where you're tired, if you were to ask around, you'll find that basically everybody is also feeling that way. But some people are far more susceptible than others, but everybody is to some extent. So I'm not saying it's all that, but you can do everything right, and then some days you wake up, you're still tired, and that can have a lot to do with it. Yeah, oh yeah, a lot of grounding, so much grounding. I have a friend who plays disc golf in bare feet. I wish I could do that. But I don't have the hobbit feet to do that. But yeah, no, I've always been a barefoot person. But with disc golf you can't because I can't. Because when you're teeing off you're on concrete tee pads and stuff, and I'm gonna rip my fucking feet up. Which I would not like. Get in there. It's harder and harder for me to stay up late. I don't know. I would not say that I would say that I do feel different when I stay up late. I feel like once I stay up to a certain point, oh my god, I'm absolutely shitting myself on this in this game, but one guy left, so it's fine. Um, I feel like once I hit like that past that 16-hour mark, where like your regular normal sleep schedule would be, I kind of like my mind becomes like stone. Like where like it just stays at this point where I feel like I'm super locked in. I feel like really energetic. Like I don't know. I feel like Superman, to be perfectly honest. But and it kind of scares me a little bit because I feel like I don't really start truly waking up and becoming my best self until I've been up for like 16 hours. Like I feel like I'm a fucking diesel engine. Um, and then I always have the best sleep ever, single time. Wake up a little very like pretty groggy in the mornings, but then by evening, I'm fucking we're good to go, buddy. We're good to go. I go all night, which yeah, it scares me a little bit because I mean that can't be healthy. But if I were to just listen to my body's self and what it's telling me, it says please stay up. I don't know, 24 hours straight every single day and have this stupid fucked up schedule that quite literally can't work for almost any that can't work for basically any lifestyle ever, other than you literally have oh shit that was too much. Wow, that was off. That was my worst one. Prefer to float. Yep, circadian rhythm, baby. That shit's real. What am I looking at here? Maybe one of these might be too far right. No, it's good. Ooh, no. Too much went down, but I think I can hit this. Methinks. Get in there. The trick to putting is shooting a fucking laser beam right into where you want it. Yeah, none of this fluttery shit. That's true in real life too. I shot a -2. Oh my god, that's not good. But that guy left, so it's like I beat one guy and lost to two guys, which basically means that I lost to one guy. Ooh, extra big skip. Ooh, might try that one later. Young Vino. That being said, getting exercise, sleep, and a lot of water and good food is important to feeling good. It's not all about the energy waves coming from the sun. Oh baby, what do we got here? If you're a true gamer, if you're a real gamer, you send a fucking backhand up and you curl it around this like top corner and keep going. I've come very close. I've yet to hit it perfectly, but here we go. I guess you'll see the hole after I throw it. Ooh, baby. Oh wow, that's very good. Not in the water though, and that's the danger right there. Because here's the hole. If you can two-shot this, then you can just fucking play safe the rest of the game and easy win. Oh, this is a 1v1. Raw liver. I don't know. Other than I am a big sushi guy, but other than that, I think I stay away from the raw meat more or less. I don't really have any opinions. It just weirds me out. Just weirds me out a little bit. Either hit before or after. Oh man, this is a beauty. Oh my god, that's magnificent. Very hard to cross that threshold on your first throw of the river. By the way, this like white and green disc that I keep throwing, it's like has your discs have like kind of they can have two different attributes. And so this one I keep throwing, like it's a 14 speed, it's my farthest driver, but it's like really glidey. It glides a long distance, so you can throw far, but it has a big bounce at the end. Whereas this pink one is like sticky, and the blue one is accurate. And this lighter blue one is like a water skip, so that one it will skip off the water. This one, none of the other discs skip off water unless it has that attribute. Ooh. Oh, nice line. Yeah, I hear it's a phenomenal for you. For honestly, for me, well, it'd be the idea thing of it being raw, but the texture, I don't think I'd be able to deal with the texture of it. But you never know unless you try, I guess. Oh man, this I think is my worst hole in the whole game. If I land short, oh baby, nice. This is a hard one. I don't have a disc. You generally want to have like discs that you can depend to go different distances, and then you adjust just a little bit. But that one as a whole, I have not found a disc that I can easily know what the fuck is gonna happen. This is either very nice or a dog shit. Dog shit. On the water, always in the. That's why I'm losing so bad tonight. I keep hitting the water, not thinking. I'll try a regular putt here. Try a regular putt. Fucking send it. Generally not feasible to send it that far. Brain is good also. Yeah, I'll take my I'll take my fucking omega-3s in pill form rather than in brain form. But I mean, if you can stomach it, all the power to you, man. I got nothing to say about that, other than I don't think I can do it. Like, a fucking stroke like that is so lazy. It's just so dumb. And then now I'm back here, although I'm pretty confident in these putts. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, I mean, probably would fucking. I would. Oh yeah, probably would want to have this conversation around a vegan. What am I at? This one actually, it's only one guy. It's not a big deal to lose it. It's like I say, you win one win. It's like, I so rarely will come last place at winning a whole game is like basically money in the tank. Free games for the next 3 games. Although, how far down am I? Oh, 3. I can still take this. Some of these holes are motherfuckers, and you never know who ends up in the middle but fuck nowhere. But only 3 stroke. Ooh, get over it, yes. And you could always hit an ace. I haven't really had that many close calls today though on the aces. Well, I actually have hit 2 aces today, but not this game. Not in the last couple hours. Get up. And by the way, I play this game so much that I do know these maps off by heart. I basically pre-know what I'm gonna be throwing at every single turn. Although I did make 2 additions to my bag today, which has been good and bad. It will end up being very good, but I haven't played enough with them that sometimes I fucking shank them because it's quite touchy. All right, -5. Ooh, this is one I can pick a stroke up on, but also one that I could really not have a good time on. Let's see. Too far at him. Jesus. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. See, he just went off there. So there's 1 stroke. If I would have planted this, I would have ended up 2 strokes up back, and it would have been a 1-point game. Oh, my God. He went off twice. Oh, what an idiot. Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm winning now. Okay, what did I just say? I'm winning now. That guy just fucking threw off the edge at least twice, maybe 3 times. Okay. Ooh, and this is a hell of a hole to end off on. Whoa, he threw what? Brother, that's wild. Maybe mine was more wild though. It's not out of bounds. I still waited for the stupid train. Fuck me. Alright. Oh, he went out. He went out of bounds. Alright, we're gaming. We are absolutely gaming the fuck out of this now. Get over the house. Or hit it. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What did he throw? He threw a 5. Alright, I have 2 shots to get there. We'll go one here. Sometimes the collision in this game is very weird. Like where you get a couple feet where you won't collide with anything, but then just don't go out. Oh shit. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my okay, that was really bad. Let's see. I think it's still tie at worst. But I mean, I had the free win. Ooh, that was possibly very good. Yes. What a save. What a save. As long as I drain this, I win. But miss it. Actually, if I miss it, I probably lose because it probably goes out. Come on. Come on, then. Come on. It's not worth that much. There's only one guy, though. Whatever happened to Liver King? What did he get canceled for? He got canceled for saying he was all natural. When he was so clearly on fucking all of the shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't surprised one bit. I mean, anyone. And I'm not even an expert. I don't think you had to be an expert. Come on, this one's a fun one. But I have the exact disc that I'm confident that as long as I adjust correctly, I will never miss that island. Here we go. Here's the thick game. In this they also have these weekly rounds where they have these weekly rounds where it's like a 4-round tournament and it releases 1 round per day, but you can wait till the end of the week and do them all at the same time. That's usually what I do. This one's an albatross hole. This is a par 5. You can get into. Oh fuck! In the water, bro. See that guy hit it. Albatross, baby. Get in there. Oh. So I mean, he's gonna go up what? 2 strokes on me. They have these weekly rounds where you play 4 rounds in a row, and like your scores contributes towards your final score. And if you win that, that's that big shit. I came like top 10 once, and then now I have this permanent wreath around my icon. I can show you it in the score screen. Not a lot of people out there with one of those. Not a lot of people have shot top 10. Because those ones actually do have thousands of players that play. What the fuck, Richard? Oh my god. Cheapers. Maybe it's these late night rounds that really keep my rank down. Oh, follow vibes, baby. Yes, sir. Oh, I didn't show it. Although, but my score is embarrassing right now. Although the albatross is not mine. Go, let's send one of these. Get around it. Ah. I do wish that they had. I do wish they had like every disc in the game. They do have a shitload of discs, but they only have like 4 companies. So I don't have all my discs. All right, so this wreath thing around my icon, that's from placing top 10 in the tournament. Oh, I guess you can't see everybody's. The other guys don't have it. You just have to take my word for it. Oh, here we go. See if we can't ace one for the guys. It's much. I'm surprised I don't see more of them because I feel like every hole I got a really good shot at. What have we got? Yeah, but it is just risky, and like high level. These are pretty high level games. Um, it is risky to go for the ace run because you'll often end up far. If it wasn't so punishing to like miss a full straight laser beam, I could hit like quite a bit more aces, but it's never worth it. Oh shit! No, that was awful. Sleeping. I mean, that was a forehand. That was a forehand all day with that wind. Okay, well now I can show you. uh, or can I? It's gonna miss. Oh my god. Oh. I just about may as well forfeit on that. Holy cow. This one's one of those holes where you either make it, the wind is so dependent, and you have to nail it, or you can't quite make it. Shit. Let's go. Let's send one of these. Yeah, that might be good. Oh, I keep doing it, man. Ooh, stay. Oh my god, it's a miracle. I'm still fucked though. This is gonna cost me like 4 strokes. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're the guy. Yeah, you're the guy who knows or Corey Ellis. That's sweet. That's sweet. Isaac Robertson. I do like the little guys. Well, I wouldn't call. I mean, I don't know how big Isaac is, but he's definitely not a big guy. But like him and Goose, those guys are inspirational. Cause I'm not that big of a guy. When you see like Gannon and the likes, fucking 6. I don't know how the fuck tall is Gannon. I mean, he looks like he's like 6'7". Just a fucking beanpole. Oh, we gotta bring him up. We gotta bring him up. For anyone out there. Gannon Burr. This dude. Yeah, I guess you gotta see him next to somebody. I mean, then you can tell there's the fucking praying mantis of a person. He's like, what is he, like 20 years old now? Oh wait, there's him kind of walking. I mean, just him next to like fucking. He's further back. The perspective's fucked, but it doesn't need to be. The fuck? There's not a single picture with him next to like regular people. There you go. That's a little bit better. Anyways, that's so like he's like 20 years old. He's gonna be a fucking monster. What is that guy gonna look like when he's like 30? When he's my age, he's gonna be a beast. I'm assuming he's gonna fail, or else, or he will have died of a heart condition, as they often do. But he seems like a pretty spry, healthy young guy. Yeah, again, it is funny. Well, they are all the guys are pretty good. I'd rather hit the tree than the water, I guess. What was that for some rook runs? Good luck, sir. Good luck. Well, next time I log on, which will be tonight or today. What time is this? Fucking like 7. I should go to bed soon. I'm gonna be doing some lockdowns. I get some cryo keys, and yeah. Oh shit! About to one with your eye. He's that guy. I'm not, dude. I suck. I mean, I should not be missing those ever. I should not be missing those at all. Or those. Oh my. Okay, am I FFing? Like this is what I should be shooting between -12 and -9. I'm at even right now, but I took an 8 and a 6, I suppose. I'm throwing them all away at one. Ooh, that's gonna put me under the threshold. Can you solo lockdowns? That's what I'd prefer to do. I mean, I'm sure you can. Yeah. That's what I'll be doing. Defy. It's all right. It's all right. Even the people, they try their best. I've liked it a lot. Whoops, I almost threw it the wrong way. You know, when you have a team that you mesh with, even if people are trying their best and they're like not even bad players necessarily, there's just like a certain like type of player that likes to hang back a little more versus the type of player that likes to, as soon as you have advantage, rush in. And I'm absolutely that we have advantage, rush in type of player. It's hard to find that perfect in like random queues like trio. I have found it once, but I have not played as much as I know at least one of them has, and I feel kind of bad being like, hey, what's up? Because I know he's further progressed than I am now. But yeah, no, when you find that magical crew, I mean, it absolutely is magic. Please, oh my Adam, oh my Adam, yeah. Oh no, oh shit, I have the wrong putter. It's not even a putter, it's a fucking mid-range. Fuck, I hate how it gives me that one in the middle every time. It's not even my putter, bro. It's not even a putter. That's so annoying. That one's heavier. It's really heavy. So then when I have to do the actual physical push putt, it's fucked. Especially when it's like uphill like that. Oh, that'll be great. That'll be great. As long as it's not OB and it's OB. Oh my Adam. Jesus fucking Christ. Go with one of these. Come back, inbounds. Nice. Very good. It's a 4K. What are we at here? This guy's Defies winning -1 even. That other guy might be tying him actually. I don't know. Hugh didn't finish that hole yet. Oh, and that, so the other good thing about this game is I like to play very fast. You can just, as soon as you finish the hole, you can just move on, and it doesn't matter since nobody's play is impacting each other's. It doesn't matter, or you can wait because you can see their throws. Like you could be here. Well, this guy landed right on top of me actually. Let's see. I'm gonna wait see if we can't see his throw. There it goes. But when someone's playing way ahead of you, then it just shows you their throws automatically every time. It's kind of fun. But you can't see their score until you're on the hole that, or you can only see their score of the hole that you're on. You can't see ahead, so you can't just wait and then like, what's it called? Strategize off of that. You don't know till you're there. Nice. Eagle here is very good. Ooh, what is that guy taking? A 5? Oh, it was a weird click. I never picked my putter up properly. Fuck. Still got a stroke on him, but I should be winning now. Fuck. Oh no, I didn't. It was a 5. Oh, I suck. It's the water skipper. Send her way out there. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah, buddy. It would have been better with the bouncer, but too risky. Come on, then. Ah. By the way, the next game that I lose, I'm gonna go to bed about. I could actually get up at a half decent hour. It's fucking water. I never should. Oh, I never should have thrown that disc here. And I'm not like, quite literally, I should be able to plant almost all of these shots. Like that truly is an unforgivable error. Anything within like 50 feet, it should be, or 50 meters should be pretty easy. At least for me. No tree. Nice. Okay, bounce over. Hey, again. No. Would be fine, minus the water. Okay, if I smarten up, I have a shot. That guy's the fuck up though, but I could still at least beat one guy. How does this look? So this is probably gonna end up a little bit short, but the line will be nice. Okay, now, as long as I can hit this 100% of the time, like I should be able to. Still right. Oh! Definitely. Okay, I have to hit this one. It's gonna be too straight in the water. Oh, never mind. If you come down too hard directly at the water, you don't actually get the skip. Usually you do, but that was scary. I mean, that really looked like one that wasn't gonna do it, but it did, and we're gaming. Oh, nice! I am absolutely gonna at least beat that guy. All right, it is live. I'm gonna go to bed when I lose points, because that last was minus 25. Come on then. We got Steve and Music Man. No Reese on their names. These are a couple of silver boys. I better cook them. All right, wake up. Eyes wide open. Wide open. Little 81er. Could hit that again. This one's not like the furthest going disc, but it's just the way it comes back. You can always be sure that you'll end up on the left or right side. Boom. Beautiful. Call that overstable, baby. Okay, last time I threw it a little too far out, so we're gonna go a little higher. The wind blows right down and come out. Oh shit, it's too much. No. Oh, the first adjustment is always too much. What do we got here? Yeah, no. Uh-oh. That's dire straits. That's dire straits. Money for nothing. And those don't count. Well, it's another stroke to put it in at least. He birds it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Come on then. Someone get around this corner. Boom. Bird. Wow, did that guy can make it all the way? No, okay, I got a stroke there. Alright, made one up, at least. Not in the water. Oh, dude, I'm just so dumb. It's not even funny. It's like you just again at this level you just can't throw it in the water. It's just giving away the free shit. We do it anyways. Hit it off the wall here. The big bounce. Okay, that's good. Oh, no, I do not want to put that. Boom. Alright. I'm going for the tie on the one guy. Oh, here we go. Here's my money maker. Here is my money maker. Do we have it in the tank today? It's okay. Again, the water there in one is not that bad, but definitely not ideal. Because most people take two to be looking at this anyways. So I kind of got to look at it in one. Fourth. Oh shit, that guy did birdie it. It wasn't the guy that I care about though. I want the losing guy. I want the losing guy to lose more. Winning guy can keep gaming if he wants. That's more what we're talking about. Oh yeah, touch the pole. Ooh. Come on then. Hit the... Comes back just a little bit. Well, looked like that guy fucked up. Looked like the guy we wanted to fucked up a little bit. Might be too deep, but if it lands, nah, fuck me. At least we got the edge around. If I drain this, it's fine. If. It ain't us. Oh my god, that guy went so high up here. Whoa, he played the safe game. I am going to end up waiting to see what he scored, so I know if I'm going to bed or not. You can get up right around that. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh, it's sick. You won't see that. You won't see that everywhere. I mean, that could do it. I'm gonna wait. We're waiting on Music Man. Steve has thrown. You can see in the top left with the blue. We're looking for the yellow one to come in. Steve missed his, but he's so far ahead. Oh, Music Man nailed it. Fuck. Can he hit the tunnel? Oh, Steve also missed his second one. Oh shit, he laced it. Yeah, here it comes. Okay. Thank you for joining me this lovely evening. I can't throw a fucking frisbee. Have a great sleep or day at work or whatever you're doing. I'll be back tomorrow. Definitely be playing some marathon and definitely be playing some Fall Guys.